All right.
Bonjour, Kinawiya. My name is Gordon Jourdain. I'll be I'm cooking tonight from my house, and it's just going to be like how I cook all the time. It's not going to be anything fancy, but it's going to be hopefully it's going to take like 10 or 15 minutes to do it, and then we can go through some of the words. I'll be doing it mostly in Ojibwe, but interspersed with that is in English also. So uh, MAAJII ko na ash dish ni kas. Shao ni ko na ash ke mene we kami ginang gita te ko ne bo jani we tang pi ap ko ne bijou do dem. You did dash dun di ba in kichi wanong. Is ni ka de Anishinaabe and the Nakiti ma bitawe I chukumana king mino ete in Jaganashio king. So those are my six Ojibwe names, and I always say that when I was born, my parents didn't know what I was, so they made sure that they covered every possible animal that they could think of. And here's where the laughter should be, but we don't have a there's no way we can talk to each other. But I'm going to leave the chat open in box right here, so that's where everybody can. I'll type in some of the words that I'll be using. Spinach. If anybody knows what spinach is called, please do put it in the typing. What Canada? Leafs in Montreal tonight. So as with any good Hardy show, I have a makeup department. Can you please pass my wardrobe there? Hey, Kako, where is it? I'll be right back. I feel like Grover. Oh yeah, I'm back. I feel like Grover in Sesame Street. So here we go. Just in case nobody knows who I am, JIIBAAKWEDAA MAAJII. Oh, I'll have to wear this. Janibisan, what? I'll try that. So JIIBAAKWEDAA MAAJII. And Niwiwa Kwan. In case you want to share my name with my adoring fans. Yeah, it's probably where. Oh, how good that? Gabajita. Nitam ge abajituan. You did a kiss jiganing ate. Ngi atun wias. Ma BJ the kiss jigan. Miwe. Italian. Mild. Nuggish in kade. Mia koi wege baki naman. So this is how I normally cook at home. I don't really organize anything. Me gonna no jigo gego eshi tebi bituan. So me this way o nagish. Me we abatuan. Ka ganabach basic dibawu school chicken. Akoy me now. I'll be right back. Okay. Yeah, basic dibawu school chicken. Italian. Monagish. Mino ada shayin da kuman dapat ito. Papanen dapat ito na biwapi ko abuewin. That's my favorite pan. And of course I didn't get ready. But it's here somewhere. Aha. Binjay ma. Dap kaya galing ate. Piwat ko buewin. Me when I was just one. Apane. My parents always had one of those at our house in Croix when I was growing up. And I just naturally want to use the same thing because their food tasted pretty good. Ako ay skin dapat ito bangi olive oil bangi etego kanagego basic inequalities datun mabinjay mzigi na bangi ba kap kinan dashe gidap kisigan Ushpabekisen, it's on high, Ushpabekisen. You know, Gija, Nimi Onzan Nipe. Me way Abajituan, Unagan, we Uzaman, Magijan, Dabajitun, Godwase, Unagan, Unagas, Nibe, Apanen, Dabajitun. Hindi ba ana panay gego abajituan mi go geni be no nizigi nan dash Martin je ni onaga stakawe datul and hopefully they'll take like only 10 minutes and everything will be done. Waki naman gaye Unde gueveni, Gabi Bagini Bingatun, Magdal Binoa Neo Nagas, Nidashi Ushwas Nagas, Nibe. Ushpabikisen, Iwe Nisapkinan Bagi Mage Niven, Wedesh Nibe. Ushpabikisen, the watch, it's on high. Midas Minoa. BJ Ma taking it. Going, you can't see Nikadega. Does anybody know what spinach is called? Or garlic? Yeah. Oh, bueno, get on garlic. Amy, qual é esta dabajitone? My blueberry bannock. Oh, yeah. I haven't tried that one yet. So niche. Niche, that's the go again. You see? What's that guy got next? Ida, disasko koda mani, yo. Oh, what was your shit? You just been Italian, onagish. Pagituan, mabinjay. Nagigi deg. Nipe imagaon deg. Akawen tatum bagi. Imide. Ni ba ko gatuta no komesti bangi. Kinagego giu zang. Midas kaya kidut gawin gego things don't stick together. That's what my grandmother would say. Pangi etikun datun. My note, my pasta, ja guke sinug. You know what? Pangi JIIBAAKWEDAA. On deck. Pangi get MAAJII. You know what? Pangi kawisagan. You know what? Shikaway ngagiski draw. Chicago watch. Mukman gabajiton apetigasha. Apetigasha mukman. Where the shingiski draw Chicago mish. Everybody will know my technique now. I should have timed this so that we know it only takes 10 minutes. Is that what I promised? Na, gib shege bina Chicago mish, eje gishki juk, bishki, bigashki draw Chicago mish. You know Adish? Dasa manaka ke viya sate. You know an dabajito na bataka igan. JIIBAAKWEDAA aman viyas. Bakshkaan viyas. Kinego dia. Jasper Pade. You're going to back in. You're going to miss the meal if you fall asleep. You know any more Chicago mish? So I put a lot of Chicago mish in there, and maybe one dabaji Chicago mish. Each kitan, where the cake would man. Chef MAAJII Godash. I'm teaching my daughter how to cook at the same time, so. You know what? That's a way. Ichogini saga. Ichogini saga. A kawai das when gagisi big in art, yeah. The abajito no way. Now big in the gun. Magaja saga. Gagisi big in art, that's kawai. Each in big in art on here. Zamni yo, toki na one yo. Ano kweda pamiga. Isa me no abe sin ka abe dito no jabu big de kan mo abe jabu big na man yo bakweda na abi insan. Bidas filo no? Ano way? Ano pugo na apa je? Ano pugo doon? Dayanan das giski janan. Gatun. Mangay gatun. What would they make? Ijan giski janan ano? A pinga pagidona ma binje where we askagi day. So I'll cut these up. Maybe 1 or 2 cups Jourdain. I'll put them in with that day, that Italian Vias mixture. You might get just to one. You know, yung gaba dito na rin tingin. Yeah. Chanibish. I'll use that too. JIIBAAKWEDAA. Make sure you're taking notes. I'm recording this for Dan, so you got to dalawan guding. Nish na benwan. Maybe my helper here in the back can help me with this. So I don't know. Well, I like to measure things. We go I don't know. It just makes it interesting. I'm an old carpenter from a way back, so I have to measure everything. Me where this Hope you can see that with the glare, but JIIBAAKWEDAA na abing saga. Sometimes I just use 3 cups. Miso naga setago. So basic the babi skochigan. Wias bagi we olive oil is nikade. Video MAAJII undegi eo nibe. The water is boiling. It's 5:17. So mi magijatuan we ida. It'll take 10 minutes for that to heat there. The Wias is looking good. No more take here. You can put any kind of seasoning you want on here. I usually like Creole seasoning. Abangi ete kung dato zama yago da apagi mas kawama bit. You go want to in manake, whatever you want to use. You can put any kind of vegetables you like on there. We're going to go so I think it's going pretty good right now. So I just sit back and wait. Are there any questions yet? The way that Diego? Because honestly, we'll go, yeah. Looking at, hey, Marcos, honey. So this is being recorded, so this is a family show. JIIBAAKWEDAA. Cooking with MAAJII. Pork bataka igan. Bataka igan. Misa ito ko abajituan, mokuman abajitun, bataka igan. And after a while, I'll toss it all up in one big bowl. And I invite everybody to come and eat. Minawadas, pichinag go. Pichinag in Danoy an yo, libe, anoy aman. Miraso de Vegas, wagi day. The scales up there. Minamate apije. On there, that's nibe. Nibe go. Yegago anegi today, Ias. Yegago ane no kizoa ki give Chicago one jig. I remember I like them a little. My onions a little firm, so I don't usually take a lot of time to have them cook more. This is an easy dish to make. I usually make enough so I can have it for lunch the next day. Or if I have some company over, then I get mad when I don't have anything left over. Sunday. We're pretty close. It's getting there. You go on the easy day, Gego. It's been 4 minutes so far. Mixing the onions and meat together. Kinigawinan. Kinigawinan is kind of like mixing something. Uh, I probably use this word right here, kinigawaan. I mix them and they don't become one solution or one mixture. It doesn't become part of the same thing. Kinigawaan, kinigawaan is just like you mix them all up, but you can still see the separate things in them. So mix and blend are two different words too in Ojibwe that I just realized as I go more and more further into to trying to figure out where the words come from in Ojibwe. Oh, Bigishka Aman. Bigishka. Which is, I used my fork, and I just kind of went like this and made them into pieces. Like it was all one solid piece of sausage before, and I just kind of broke it up into smaller pieces. I like to have them like, I don't know, half-inch size chunks. And there's, the very first time I made this one, I used like hot Italian sausage, but my stomach can't handle hot Italian sausage, so I was drinking water all night. Kinigawaan, yeah, you mix it. Kinigawaan. Kinigawaan is you mix them together. So this wiyas is already done. Nigo aja nigi the noodles have been cooking for 6 minutes. So at this time, I umanda tuna no. Icho ginigi man dije biweba og. Man dije zigi na go. And there's 3 more minutes left for us to finish this. Midas at this time too, me my just go and go Giche Giche Navy. Giche Navy. Nigo ma bizana is just one of Giche. They all get smaller. So I try to time it so that when that is done boiling, ishkwa gigi degi ready, but this is done too. So I don't know. I'm just weird that way about cooking. So. But this will cool down eventually. My gehabi onde. So this has been on for 8 minutes now. Gehabi 2 more minutes. Ich bin wegwedwin. Those are interesting. That's an interesting question, Matt. When we cook with a pot, a kick, right? JIIBAAKWEDAA, a kick is in Kazo. So a kick would be more like a pail used for carrying water from the lake to wherever it is. But when we JIIBAAKWEDAA, a kick, this is in Kazo, me Asian Kazo, this one right here, JIIBAAKWEDAA, a kick. So when you're talking about the food that's in there, JIIBAAKWEDAA is Nishkade. And sometimes when uh, they become animate and inanimate, and they're interchangeable depending on what object you're using as your reference. So if you're cooking like wawashkeshi wiyas, minopugud kita a kid. Minopugud wawashkeshi wiyas. But if you're referring to the entire wawashkeshi, then you have to say minopuguze wawashkeshi. But you're actually talking about the same thing. And that's the same thing that applies to when you're cooking. Those are differences in where your reference would be in your dialogue. Oh, so me da shigo nigishi de gego. Hey, me da shio gi unde. My pasta. Ni abaji adasha ni mijikawan. No abaji mijikawan apiniganag. Ni signanda shma we. Minge gichun de und auf de. Kiji dewan in Neuga Kina gego. Ma, ni shabo biginan. Na. Yo. Kiji deg. So I'll take this one. My daughter is salivating right now. I'm salivating. Midas and nisi dege yo. Icha nibish and nisi there. Remember it was about that high before nis ide because it's cooking. It starts to get that doesn't compress, but they get smaller. They lose their shape, I guess is what it is. Nis ide. Nico aja me no pugo que wiyas na. Aja me no pugo wiyas. Will I add more of this? Maybe look, Kina, there was like 5 ounces of spinach. So I'll put the rest of it in there. Kinago. And I recycle the plastic. Angi pa quejoa gingo gicho ginige. But quejoa, I just cut them in half because they're those grape tomato ones. Gasti mina gizi wagin. Nisi de something cooks down. Squad dash magija toan bichi Ichu naganing gatun. Wimbi nagan. And then you can see when we're mixing it, I had to take my glasses off. Going in the ABC of KR. This is a family show. Any more questions? Hey, Gago. I'm still waiting for my spinach in easy bag. Sometimes what happens is the tomatoes Nibiwan na waj. Nibiwan na waj. It releases the liquids from the tomato, and it gives it a little bit of a flavor. So that's why I'm kind of like unjida na waj nibiwa ni shabu bigi na yo akwishigan. That's why I really get this to be a little more drier. And I don't run water over them, so that could be school dosing. Oh, I wish you guys were here. This is shit. Looks like Christmas, green and red. Merry Christmas, MAAJII. I think to myself all the time when I'm at home. Oh wow, we can get on this shin. Rabo big in the gun. Strainer. That could be anything. It could be a filter too, like when you do maple syrup. Kishabo biginan, that maple syrup, you're pouring it through something. That's what that means. Jabo biginan. There's some kind of a material that allows the water to go through, but keep something else. Why don't I run water over the pasta? I just want it to be hotter. It cools off too much. I suppose if I was making like a cold salad or something, I'd run it over. I did that with some dish before. I poured cold water over my pasta and it didn't work out too well. I don't know. I can't remember what dish that was. But cooking is one of my passions, so I do it quite a bit, and it's a way that I relax when I get home. Helps me just think about measuring things, I guess. So, see if I can move my mic. Oh, wow, that's good. I can move it around. That's good. Look how it looks. You open on that? That's why I was saying it's like a Christmas dish. So see all that liquid that comes out of those tomato and it's your being stuck. So when this is done, I put it in that glass. Maybe nagan. This shin, huh? Looks good so far, huh? You get your academy, huh? Last thing I do, and I'll is pour some of this over when you put it on your dish, and I'll show you how to do that. So then my trusty measuring thing, my trusty measuring device. Diba oban. I don't use a lot of things, and I don't make a lot of mess. I don't like to clean up after myself after. So all I'm waiting for is just for the Gicha to kind of like settle down and relax. And I think it's done. And then I'll take this again. Maybe my assistant can. Hold on here. Ooh. Oh, you know I had 3 arms, huh? Wow. So mir das mal eine Siege an BJE. Oh, that's good. You got kina. You know what is she in the tune? Oh, the kina good noodles. The tune anymore. Me this, me know what? Kinika wa aman, kinika wa an. So if you can see what kinika wa an is, there's different ingredients on here, and I just mix them together. That's kinika wa an. Aha. Na, Mr. Go, eh? Yogi kiji deg. Then got shamada soya, onagan, desinagan. What ma? Me no wadash. Oh, chidudu shabu gabagish bodeg. Na, Mio. Yogi kiji deg. And it's 5:39. I think we started at 5:17 or something like that. Mr. Guyo, bon appetit. Listen, Danis, Gashaman Danis. Gonna want to make me go to Bangi Gahani go do. Why is it sport? Aha, sir. That's it. Are there any questions here? I think I'll stop the recording and you can ask me questions, okay? I will stop the recording once I figure it out. Stop.